Today on Tanaka Homestead, I'm going to talk to you about the automatic chicken coop door made by Omlet, and I'm going to go ahead and change the batteries in mine. So I'm a huge fan of the automatic chicken coop door made by Omlet. I have many friends initially that frowned upon the fact that I had an automatic coop door, but I don't know what the big deal is. The door opens and closes at the same time in the morning and the evening. I think it's great. It keeps my chickens on a routine. I don't have to worry about being home during those times to make sure I open and close the door. I mean, I think it's a win-win. The only thing is you do have to keep up with the battery life because you may run into the same problem that I ran into, and I felt really bad and extremely guilty about it. So let me tell you what not to do. You want to keep up with the battery life. And I made this mistake. I put the girls up one evening. I went out there. I go out there twice a day, regardless of the fact that I have the automatic coop door, just to make sure everything's good. But I go out when it's convenient for me. So I noticed the girls were in the coop. The door had closed. Everything was good. The following day, I was very busy. I was doing errands, running around, and I didn't go outside in the back until later on in the day. When I did that, though, I noticed that my girls weren't outside, and I freaked out. But as I approached the coop, I noticed that the door wasn't open to the coop. So I'm like, what? I go to the display panel, completely black. I go behind, I open up the coop door, and all my chickens are inside. What? They were inside the entire day. The entire day. Didn't have food, didn't have water. They all lived. Everything was, ended up being okay. But I freaked out. Why? Because my dumbness, I did not check and make sure that the battery life was, I didn't keep up with that as much as I should. So that is the only thing that I will say with anything automatic, especially when you're dealing with animals. Please, please, please make sure that you have battery life in there and you have enough. When it gets low, just go ahead and change it. When I purchased my automatic chicken coop door, it was a little cheaper than what it is today. I purchased the automatic door with the coop light, the attachment kit, and the control panel mounting kit. I don't recall the exact price, but today, if you were to get the same exact setup, it would be about $236. Shipping is included. Here are my girls. Here's my Eglu, looking good, but more importantly, this is my control panel. This is the panel that actually controls my automatic coop door that you see there. You see this plastic on here that's literally melted? I had my coop in the sun, and I'm telling you, that Florida sun is so incredibly hot that it literally melted the plastic onto my control panel. I got the plastic tarp off of the Omlet website, and it's actually a weather tarp, and it works really well. But man, it just goes to show you how hot that sun is. So here's the control panel. Like I said, here's the plastic, but it's not hurting anything. It's just the cover. But if you flip this up, here's the display, and you press OK. That's going to show you when it's closing now because it's already open, and it's going to show you the battery life, which I have 10%. I have to say, this maintains battery life for a pretty long time. I'm talking 5 or 6 months. I mean, I rarely have to change the batteries, but today I do because it's 10%. I don't want to risk my chickens being stuck in the coop. To access the actual batteries, you have to unscrew all these. So I'm going to go ahead and do this real quick. And there are 4 of them. And you do not want to lose these. Okay, so here's the one. There's my screw. I'm going to put it up here because I don't want to lose it. Okay, so we're just going to repeat the process. So here's what the back of the panel looks like, and here's where the batteries are. So these are the old ones. I'm just going to remove these. This is not rocket science. Okay, we're going to remove these. Oi. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and put these new ones in. Now that I have my batteries in, my new ones, before I go ahead and screw it in, I like to double check, and sure enough, battery life is 100%. So let's go ahead and put this back up. Okay, make sure everything's lined up. So battery life is 100%, closing at 8 p.m. For some reason that stayed. A lot of times you have to reset all this, but we'll take it. The time here. So we're gonna go ahead and adjust this. I'm gonna press the OK, and that's gonna change my minutes. What time is it again? 20 something?
11
what?
25.
25. Oops. Okay. 11. Oops. All right. Time is updated. Sorry about that. So time is 11:25. Opens at 6:30 in the morning. So that's pretty much it. Closes at 8 o'clock. 11:25 now, opens at 6:30 in the morning. So we are good to go. If I want to manually close this using this button, all you have to do is hold it. Watch. Hold it, closing in, 2, 1, and it starts to close. And I've said this before, you don't have to worry about it crushing your chickens because it will open. Okay. And then if I want to open it, same thing. I just hold the OK down on this first display. I just hold it down, opening in, 2, 1, and then it opens. So if you ever need to do that, it's pretty easy. So I think changing the battery is pretty easy. The biggest thing you have to keep up with, like I said, is just the battery life. But other than that, totally worth it. Chickens love it. I love it. It's a great thing. So hopefully that was helpful. Thank you so much for watching my channel. If you haven't already, please click that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. Happy chicken raising. Bye-bye.